rainforest in Belize is home to the Maya who live here. It's under threat, but one Maya woman is fighting to save it.
You know the struggle, you are there, then you will fight for it with all your heart.
Sisters Maria and Aurora Garcia are healers. They want to preserve the nature and knowledge of the Maya.
You have what we call in Maya the ishtukulil. It's a deep inner hurt that we need to remove from you.
Most Maya live as farmers in the jungle, and many don't own any land. Like Dominga Teul, who tries to get by.
I have to work hard in my life. If I no work, how will I get healthy and how will I eat?
Frank Zib is trying to keep the Mayan writing system alive.
It is our goal now. It is our duty, as Maya people, to continue this, this writing system, to revitalize this writing system. And I think it's just very important for me. I just have a love for it. This is ours.
It's his way of showing the world that the Maya have not died out yet. Once a year, they celebrate their tradition on Maya Day. But their lifeline, the rainforest, is in grave danger.
Because our sacred lands are fast disappearing.
Maria Garcia's greatest challenge is here, in the jungle. She founded an organization that protects 500 hectares of rainforest. It's currently drought season though, and she's going to talk to her rangers in the forest. The forest is very dry, and the rangers could soon be faced with bushfires.
The rangers, are the soul of this park. They are the ones who take care of, everything from the logging to the looting to the hunting. When you know the struggle, you are there. Then you know how important this, this area is, and you will, fight for it with all your heart. It's not about the money, but it's about preserving the balance that we have. Because our sacred lands are fast disappearing.
Maria Garcia's park is part of the Selva Maya, a jungle system that stretches across Mexico, Guatemala and Belize. In some parts of the Selva Maya, bushfires have already broken out. Many of them are started by humans. Farmers burn their small fields in the rainforest and use the ash to make the earth more fertile. But the forest is so dry that huge fires develop which become almost impossible to control. The fires are still a few kilometers away from Maria Garcia's park, but they are edging closer and closer. When the fires reach the park, there is only one thing to be done. The rangers have to create fire breaks at strategic points by felling pre-planned strips of forest to stop the flames spreading. It's not currently possible to transport water here to put out the fires.
We do understand, that farmers sometimes they want to extend their farming, but they also need to understand that by doing that, they are destroying a lot of natural monuments, caves, our animals. So, yeah, I believe that by protecting the forest and the animals, we are also protecting our culture.
Several of the rangers have Mayan roots themselves. They sometimes spend many days and nights at the camp, experiencing both the beauty and the danger of the wilderness.
We were out on patrol, and we were like about 3 hours into the patrol when we heard, this loud roar, like about probably 500 meters from us. It was pretty close. So we immediately, we knew that it was a jaguar close by. It's telling you, I'm the king of the jungle. I'm here to rule. You keep away. But yeah, so it was an amazing experience for me personally.
When I'm in the forest, I feel, the person that's, well blessed. Because, the forest is so sacred. You can feel the connection. You can feel the peace. So you really feel at home. Bela etong kiktalik pulesh, kiktalik payalchitesh, kiktalik optitesh, kelicholbes. I'm, doing my offering to the, great spirits, the protector of the sacred lands, the creeks, the rivers, the animals, the mountains, the woods. To give us strength as to continue being guardians of the forest. It's our place, it's our home, it's our church, it's our life. That's us. Where there is indigenous people, there is forest.
Maria Garcia has set herself the task of keeping the forest and its healing power alive, against all odds. San Antonio is a small village in the west of Belize, close to the border with Guatemala. This is where Maria Garcia lives, in the house she was born and grew up in.
I'm carving a Maya calendar. This is the eye, this is the nose, and this is the mouth. This is a high ruler that was carved on a piece of shell in, I think, Lubantun. This one.
Maria Garcia's ancestors were masters in observing the skies.
This is the day calendar and this is the month calendar. And these ones are like the caretakers, the spiritual guidance or guardians of the days.
She works on the calendars whenever she has a free moment, so that the expert work of her ancestors is not forgotten.
We started to carve when we were very, very young, at the age of 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20, because we were 5 sisters.
Today, Maria looks after the calendar and her parents' home alone.
You have to constantly be watching them to see if they are okay with food and water, but mostly it's the water because it's hot. My mom is with me, so I have to take care of her. Because, since my dad died, the other sisters got married. And, I was the one that stayed here with her, And she's 90. I am the only one that knows very well, her diet. And so I'm the one who have to do, all the diet for her. You have to give her natural things to eat. She doesn't eat this, she doesn't eat that. She only eats corn tortilla. You cannot give her like flour or rice. She can take a little of rice, but not that much. Maybe once and not more. So it have to be, everything from corn. Even the drink from corn. ¿Vas a salir allá afuera?
Do you want to come inside with me?
¿Vas a salir allá afuera? Digo. Ahorita te voy a hacer tu atole. Para que lo bebas. Aquí está más sabroso.
Mucho calor.
It's so hot.
Yes,
That's why I can't sleep. It's too hot.
Está muy caliente. Y el doctor me
And the
dijo,
doctor told me that I shouldn't use the fan
vaya a usar fan.
because it blows all the dust around.
Está todo el polvo. Del polvo del fan.
I'm old.
Estoy bien.
Several hundred kilometers further south, deep in the rainforest of the Toledo district. This is where most of Belize's roughly 30,000 Maya live, many as small farmers a long way from the city. Like Dominga Teul, who goes to the stream every morning to wash.
Well, the creek is important in my life. Especially when I wash blanket and hammock, to wash dishes, everything we want to wash. To wash and bathe, wash my head. Because that is the easiest way, that is our traditional, the way how we live. I love to wash in the creek.
It's not always easy, in the middle of the rainforest, to produce enough to survive. Dominga's day begins early, when the animals wake up.
I always rise at 3 a.m. to make breakfast for myself and my husband. I always make corn tortillas.
Next, she cuts the heart of a palm into small pieces.
The animals always make a lot of noise in the mornings. My ancestors told me that when the howler monkeys howl so loudly, they need water.
Every Thursday before sunrise, Dominga brings a fresh palm heart called Heart of Palm to the bus. A few hours later, a restaurant in the city will serve fresh palm salad.
Can you bring this to the Rainbow restaurant?
Traffic yun sa rainforest na.
It takes just under 3 hours to get to the city. Now, Dominga's husband Marcelino is also awake. The two have been married for over 20 years. Dominga is working on the dried chili peppers she wants to sell today at the market. Marcelino will be harvesting in the fields. He's afraid the harvest will be bad due to the long drought.
Sometimes it's good, but it's not every time that you have a good crop. Because during this past year, I did not have a good crop. I lose a lot.
When the harvest is bad, things get difficult for the couple, as most of what they eat, they produce themselves. And they need money as well, to pay for things like clothes and visits to the doctor.
I have to work. I have to work hard in my life. If I no work, how will I get healthy, and how will I eat? I am asthmatic person. So that is only problem that I have. Kind of stress for me and kind of risk in my life.
A quick feed for the animals, and then they leave. Today, Dominga is travelling to the city to sell food and handmade skirts. Marcelino will spend the day outside in the forest and in the fields. Maria is back in the jungle, looking for special healing plants, the medicine the Maya have been using for thousands of years.
This area is very sacred to us, because this is where our ancestors used to come and collect, their sacred herbs. If you are sick, if you have stress, you just come to the sacred forest and you connect. This plant is what we call the chib plant. We cut it here and we cut it here, and we put it like for 20-25 minutes to boil, and then we break open this shell, and inside we have what we call the kernel. This you can eat the way it is too. It's bitter, but it's good for the body. And my dad says that the bitter the thing it is, the better it is. Because sometimes we don't take bitter things, and then that's why you can encounter people that are, very easy to get angry, very easy to, you just touch them and they get like inflamed. Then they don't have that patience, because they say that they don't eat enough bitter as to balance our body. This you just roast it on the fire, and then when it's roasted, you can eat it with lime and chile and tortillas. Oh!
Maria is not the only one, though, who shares Maya knowledge about the rainforest.
Look, a snail. The Mayas used to eat them. They would hack off the tip and eat it. Look.
Frank Tip is 23 and also comes from a Maya family.
So this is a freshwater shell. or snail, you know that or in Maya we call it tutu. So it is a shell, you know, that was one of the main like proteins for the ancient Maya. They were cooked back then, you know, they break the tip off and then they will suck the worm out of this side here. So we see evidence in ancient times that they would be eating this, you know, and it's still eaten nowadays. I really have a heart for teaching. I just want to do that, to teach the younger generation, you know. I think that's something I plan on doing for until I die. So hopefully I can get a work, you know, or a job, you know, that like as a professor, you know, or teaching, because that's what I really enjoy, just teaching people, you know, and just sharing my knowledge.
To become a professor and teach the knowledge of the Maya, it seems like a very big dream in the small village of San Antonio. Maya culture played no role in Frank's own school lessons.
My parents, you know, they have taught me, you know, the love for our culture, our Yucatec Maya culture. And actually my dad, you know, he used to teach Yucatec Mayan language.
The official language spoken in Belize is English, with Spanish also widespread. But during colonization, the language of the indigenous Maya was suppressed. Their writing system as good as eliminated, and almost all of their books burned.
Macha kawil, tanchen kanul, kawil ostetun.
Keeping the writing system of his ancestors alive is Frank's greatest passion. His interest started as a teenager.
The glyphs actually, you know, the signs, they're very complex, you know. So one sign can have different little designs around it, you know, like so the glyphs are very complex, you know, not like ours, you know. It's just the I is just a line, you know, the A is just like 3 lines. But the Maya writing, actually, the A is actually the drawing of something, you know, like for example the A, you know, it sometimes is the beak of a parrot, you know. So it's very complex in that sense.
For Frank and his people, writing means not being forgotten.
I try to find a quiet place. Normally it would be at night. At night I'll just put a light, you know, and just paint glyphs. I think just the details in the glyphs, you know, it's just very challenging to your brain, you know, and I think it's good for me. I really like it. I believe, you know, like since it died in the 16th century during colonialism, you know, the Maya people were forced to leave the writing system, and I think in this way, you know, that it is our goal now, it is our duty, you know, as Maya people to continue this, you know, this writing system, to revitalize this writing system. And I think it's just very important for me. I just have a love for it. You know, this is ours. All right, so we have a sign here that's actually the combination of some syllables. So phonetically, each one of them, you know, here we have 3 signs. So we read from left to right, top to bottom. So in this case, we have the left sign, which phonetically, you know, is E. So E is so this here is the syllable for E. So E, and then on top, so we go from left to right, top to bottom. So we have the top sign, which is a face that has black marks on his, like markings on the face. So black spots on the face. So we have E, and then the face, which is U, and then at the bottom we have a brush. So the brush is the syllable for T. So it spells E-U-T. Last vowel is always omitted, so we have E-ut. E-ut means, in the Maya, ancient Maya language, it would be, and then it happened. E-ut, and then it happened.
The town of Punta Gorda, with its 5,000 inhabitants, is one of the largest in the south of Belize. Dominga hopes she will find enough customers here today to earn some money for the family coffers.
Excuse me, I want to spread my products. Just for half an hour or 1 hour? Huh? Wait, there's a pump. Morning, ma'am. Kapal.
I'm very happy that I can sell my crafts here. That's how I earn my money and can support my family. I have to work so that I can earn something. And I'm very happy with what I offer here. I sell my products with joy and pride.
Take a look, ma'am.
Hi, would you like to buy some copal or don't you use it?
No, I don't use it.
Ah, okay. I'm just offering it because some people ask me for it. Okay, sorry.
While Dominga looks for customers in the city, her husband Marcelino is in the forest harvesting copal, which Dominga will try to sell. The heart of the large copal tree is burned and waved in Maya smoking ceremonies.
They use it for what they call it traditional healing. But me, I'm just harvesting to get my money out of it. That's why we call it the Maya gold. Yeah, it's a business. It's a business.
Marcelino harvests around 3 kilos of resin on a good day. That will earn the couple the equivalent of just under $20, which they urgently need.
Well, I can say it's a personal tree because I've been working on it. Yeah, but when it comes to that, when the government take it over, well, it's not mine. Yeah.
Maya farmers like Marcelino rarely own any land formally. Although their ancestors probably farmed the forest for millennia, they never received the formal proof of ownership papers they would need in the modern world. Marcelino and his colleagues are fighting to finally get the rights to the trees and fields he farms. The corn harvest, one of his main sources of income, is meager this year. The plants have become too dry. Hot periods have become even more severe for years now, and the rains take longer and longer to come. Marcelino is not happy with today's yield.
This morning kind of slow, very, very slow.
Dominga isn't having much luck today either. There are hardly any tourists around due to the heat.
I see that no people, no foreign people, they up and down in the park. So I can't help it.
When things get better and Dominga has some money left over, she knows exactly what she will spend it on. She has her eye on a second pair of earrings in a small store around the corner.
I would like to buy a pair of earrings like these. They're a part of our tradition, our traditional dress. Every Maya woman has such earrings. They're very expensive, almost impossible to afford. But these earrings will be on the earth longer than I will. Even when I die, the earrings will still be here.
Shikain ko oso otare wang kunilik. And how much it costs?
The same price.
The same price?
The same price, yes.
I like the love in the middle. I love it. I love it. It's look pretty. The love is pretty.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Quite a lot of money. I don't have cash right now. So the owner of the store, he do a layaway plan. That means I will pay little by little. When I sell something, I will come and drop maybe 50 or 100, whatever, how much I sell on my craft.
So far, Dominga hasn't been able to pay anything towards her new earrings. But soon it'll be Maya Day, the biggest festival in the region. If she doesn't sell more there, things will get really tight for her family. She sets off home, 2.5 hours by bus through the rainforest. It's a new day for Maria. Today she has customers. Cynthia Ellis comes here regularly to be healed in the old Maya way.
Most of the times I come after I've gone abroad, out of the country, or if I'm going through pressure, stress, then I come to cleanse, to release.
She trusts the power of ancient Maya medicine more than she trusts the doctors and hospitals in the city.
Whenever I go to hospitals, it's a big fight for me because the hospital wants to force you to do the wrong thing many times. Like as a mother, I breastfed all my children. When I had my last baby, they didn't encourage breastfeeding. They wanted to give my baby formula. I asked questions and they were upset. And they asked me if I wanted to run the hospital, and I told them yes, I would. It's all about balance, you know, because I think that if the doctors would respect and honor indigenous people, we can work together.
Good morning. How are you all doing? Malo, malo ye kenon. Aha.
Malo king.
Aurora Garcia, one of Maria's 4 sisters, joins them. She also works as a healer. Today, she is analysing Cynthia's mental state with the help of a crystal ball.
You will hold this in your hands.
Okay.
Okay, now you're going to cover it with your hand.
Okay.
Cover it with your hand and then you play with it. The things that I see that is more hurting you right now that we really need to work on is what you have lost, the people that you love that you have lost. That means you have what we call in Maya the ishtukulil. Ishtukulil in Maya is a deep inner hurt that we need to remove from you. Your type of feeling that I will recommend you is that you go to the river and you take a river or sea bath. But when you go to the river, you will take 9 rocks with you, small ones. After you have finished bathing, you meditate, you pray in the river or the sea. It's a good source of cleansing. After you do that, you pass all the rocks on you and then you throw it behind you because that is a symbol that you want to leave everything behind you. And then you walk out of that water. Don't look behind you. You will continue to go forward.
When Aurora, Maria, and their 3 sisters were still children, the Maya language was frowned upon outside their village. So they were brought up to speak Spanish or English outside their own 4 walls wherever possible.
She makes sure that she speaks Spanish with us too, because she says she wants us to learn Spanish. I remember when we go to the market to sell our products, you know that how they call us a name. They have a name for us, all the other villages. You know what is our name? People from San Antonio, they refer it as the Waruleos. You know what is Waruleos? Those are the wild pigs that come from the jungle. Mm-hmm. And the reason why is because we only speak our Mayan language. And that is why they refer us as one of the lowest class of people. Mm-hmm. They think that our language is not even word speaking, because it's like from the wild, from the bushes.
It's like the teasing, it's like bullying, that they call bullying now.
And then it makes us feel bad. So that is why when we go out in the market, we have to speak Spanish. At home now we speak Mayan and Spanish together. ¿Cómo se llama?
Bosch.
Bosch. ¿Qué te pasa, Bosch? ¿Qué te pasa? Bosch.
Oh, I was just thinking about that.
Frank Tibb has some news. Before, becoming a professor of Mayan writing was just a dream. But now, he has received an invitation from Harvard University in Cambridge, USA.
Of course we'll miss you when you're away, but we know it's for a good cause.
Well, that is what he likes, you know. From when he was 12 years old, he came with this vision that he wanted to continue with this. And then he is liking every year that is coming up. He likes more and more and more. And he has reached to this point that where he is now doing some presentations about what he likes, what he learned. Some other people I have heard about them that say that how Frank likes what he's doing, and he will be in higher ranks, you know. And I like that. Yeah.
I am very excited to go to the US, yes. So I will be there for maybe a month and a half. So I'm preparing myself for the cold and also just preparing myself for the presentations.
Frank has been invited to do an internship at Harvard University, which also looks at Mayan history.
All right. I've been really getting myself, to this point where I'm ready to present and ready to go around places, so I pretty much feel confident about what we're doing. And just feeling happy.
When meeting people from the USA or Europe, Frank has often experienced surprise that people like him, with Mayan origins, still exist. Many still believe that the culture is completely extinct.
It's not people's fault. They said, oh, but that's what we read in books. I'm like, no, that's not how it is. We're here. So yeah, it's just, something that we have to fix now.
We wish him all the best for him, and we are happy that he is doing this. And we will still continue praying for him.
While Frank sets off on his long journey, today is the big day for most of the other Maya in Belize. Once a year, thousands of Maya gather in the south to celebrate their music and cuisine and pay homage to their gods. It's Maya Day. Finally, Dominga and Marcelino are making enough money to get by.
Cacao drink you want? It's really good. I'm selling. Good, everything straight. So,
The battle against the Spanish conquerors is told through costume dance. At the end of the performance, the Maya, together with the animals of the jungle, win against the invaders from Europe.
Should we pray for you?
What?
Should we pray for you?
If you want to.
Maria and her sister are both looking after their mother today. But the fires continue to worry Maria.
Okay, we have fires all over Belize, as we can see. Fire, fire, fire. We like humans should be the ones to, be taking care of, Mother Nature. But sometimes, we are lacking of that ability, to be able to see beyond and not to destroy.
She has called on the gods. Hopefully rain will soon put out the fires.
We need to preserve what we have. Because if we don't do it, what will be the future of the future generations?
Today, Frank is taking another step towards becoming a professor one day and teaching his own students.
It's good for me to go out, to share, and to show that, the Maya people are still here. We're still, practicing all the things that was practiced 1,000 years ago, and still doing all the things that our ancestors did, and so it's up to us, I would say, to share that, that we're still here.